Okay, the latest on this current refit is not where I wanted to be. Ran into a little problem. Everything is done, painted, marked, stenciled. But when I went to do a final light check with the board, I found out that the impulse engine LEDs were dead, and the orb crystal blue LED was dead. So that's a problem, but not an impossible problem, just a little bit of a setback. So what I am thinking about doing is either precisely cutting off this section here so I can get to the LEDs to change them out, or taking even more out by just following these panel lines here and removing this section here. It's a piece of cake to put back in. You just put little tabs underneath where we cut, and they'll set back on top of that. We fill, I rescribe, and I repaint. But I'm thinking I want to try and just remove the housing back here, but I need to be careful because I know I have wires hot glued to the to this area here, so I need to be careful. So, and then I could just where this section here mounts to the impulse engine housing, it should, with a little bit of effort, just pop that right off that top, and I won't have to remove the impulse housing. So, but I'm thinking the better way to go is to remove this section here and try to get to it from underneath of there that way, instead of trying to remove this whole section here. Because I probably wouldn't get the Aztecing to match up, so I definitely don't want to do that. So I would have less of an issue, I think, if I tried just to remove this part here, and it's just styrene. I mean, anything can be done with styrene. So, and I can scratch build just about anything. So if there's any modifications that need to be made, or anything that needs to be fixed, I think I have enough spare parts laying around where, yeah, I think I can come up with a new crystal. I've got extra saucers lying around in case I could, in case I have to just cut that off and do a new one, which is a pretty good idea. I could just go ahead and remove that if I need to. So I'm not worried, but I think that's the way I'm going to go. The only thing I need to worry about is not cutting any wiring that I know I have running underneath there. But I think if I don't go all the way through, just make it a deep enough cut where I can carefully take an X-Acto knife and make a few passes to remove the rest of it. That way I can be cautious of the any wiring that runs underneath. So, well, it's a bit disappointing, but he's not going to get a ship that doesn't have full function. That's for damn sure. I'm going to get started on that tonight, and another thing that since I had to do that, I went ahead and reworked this fantail section back here, because I wasn't happy with the way this transition turned out from. So now it's all smooth. I've got, this is actually masking tape on the landing stripes, but yeah, I did that in the first place because it was a big step down. It was uneven, which created a very, very bad light leak. But now we'll reprimer and lay down the correct color, and that'll be all finished. So, but like I said, then the cells are done. They're all ready to go. It's just now I have to do the little repair work, and my next video will be showing how that turned out. So, all right, till then.